Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we were getting ingredients to make a giant corn dog so that we could get eaten by the giant demonic Max. And so far, we've got 3 ingredients. Oh wait, never mind. We got 2 ingredients mixed in, and we're currently holding on to the egg which we just acquired. So let's go ahead and put that in then. NASA Boy is asking what ride I've been to at Disney. I have never actually been to any Disney parks. The only theme parks I've ever been to are Six Flags St. Louis and Busch Gardens, Virginia. And also some water park that was near Busch Gardens. Okay, so let's go ahead and toss this egg in now.
One recipe to rule them all and 1 egg for binding.
Nerd!
Okay, what's next on our to-do list? Cornmeal, mostly pure pork byproduct, frank, or substitute. They all... They ate all the Franks, though. Where are we gonna get another one? Is there just somebody hanging around named Frank?
Any more ideas, Fake Max?
I can dispense hints for the cost of 1 delicious corn dog.
Forget it. I'm not wasting these things on you cheap floaty knockoffs.
Oh, then sleep.
Well, there's gotta be a way to... Oh, we can use a delivery truck.
Grandpa Stinky's been selflessly devoting his truck to the war effort.
You take the wheels and I'll check the cab to see if there's a radio.
You'd have to be some kind of monster to loot an emergency vehicle in the middle of a war zone. Besides, I already tried it.
So... don't know how we're supposed to get the cornmeal in there, and don't know where I'm supposed to be getting any Franks from. Is there something around here that I have not noticed yet? Possibly the beans?
I'd better keep these for when this case gets really boring later on. No, these are too delicious to waste. I'm not wasting this golden deliciousness on those cheap imposter Maxes.
Okay, so that's not an option. Is there anything else up top here? Nope. While I'm up here, though, I'm a little curious, and I did have a save file earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and save right here real quick, and then load up this file before we sent away Satan and Jurgen, because I just want to find out what Jurgen says if we talk to him. So we're going to load this up real quick just to satisfy our curiosity. And hopefully I won't do something stupid like save over the file where we're currently at. So skip this.
A city under siege.
100% pure Mama Vasco can't get close.
I'm trying to...
Herr Barchett, you're blocking the line!
Oops, sorry, Jurgen. What's new, Beelzebub?
No time to...
I didn't even know.
Alright, Jurgen.
Hello, Jurgen. Satan's got you as his cameraman now?
Sam, please. I'm a German vampire. Filmmaking is in my blood, as is the blood of several German filmmakers.
So, Jurgen, need an assistant director or something?
You wouldn't be able to handle it, Sam. Just between you and me, the talent is insufferable. He keeps telling me, make sure you get my good side. He's Satan. He doesn't have a good side.
Interesting wardrobe you've got going on there, Jurgen.
Figures you would not understand. The goth look is so 3 years ago. 1900 retro is the look for fall in New York City.
Plus, it's a lot cheaper.
Sam, what happened to you to make you so cynical?
A lot of stuff, actually. Okay, let's get out of this. And we will go ahead and resume. Make sure to click load. And if this slot is empty, that means I did this correctly. I did this correctly. Yay! Back down we go. So NASA Boy has suggested we try using these corn dogs on giant Max up there.
No, these are too delicious to waste.
Okay, how about if we use these corn dogs on the truck then?
No, these are too delicious to waste.
Well, it was an idea. Can we give them to Sal?
No, these are too delicious.
Can we give him beans?
I'd better keep these for when this case gets really boring later on. Hey, Sal! He's probably still smarting from falling down that bottomless pit. I'll come back and talk to him later.
Maddie suggested using the corn dogs on top of the roof to make it easier to lure Max. I'll try that in a moment.
No, these are too
Alright, it's a moment. I miss the cute Max. Come here, you.
No, these are too delicious to waste.
Well, there we go. That is not an option. So let's try shooting him instead.
I think I hit him. Only 4 billion more shots like that, and I think I've got this case wrapped up.
Worth it.
Hey, Max, how's the weather up there? You crack me up, little buddy.
Beer Force has pointed out that I can use the corn dogs on their own. That's a good observation.
Something smells good.
Okay. That is indeed a solution. So eating the corn dog gets out of that situation. How about... Oop. Try it again.
Come on, Max. Here, boy.
Oh, I can actually move while I'm doing this. In that case...
Corn dogs. They're good, and good for you. Batter up.
Alright, we're making progress. And my apologies, NASA Boy, who was actually trying to suggest this the entire time. I wasn't quite understanding what you were trying to imply. I didn't notice that I could actually squeeze it until Beer Force specifically said. So, sorry. Alright. Now what? Alright. Pure pork or substitute. I wonder what that says at the bottom. Something about an unholy flame? Where are we going to get pork or a pork substitute? Is there anything over here now that the truck's no longer in the way? Well, I can apparently use Giant Max from here, but that's not going to help me right now. Oh,
Everything checks out here.
NASA Boy says it means the DeSoto. That's right, we need to decorate this thing somehow.
No, these are too delicious to waste.
Any suggestions, Sybil?
Nice work, Sybil. I didn't know you were into cars.
Oh, you know, after college I got together with a few of my girlfriends, and I know it's a cliche, but we opened a chop shop.
Suction wheels, antibody-proof paint job, and an exhaust system rich in omega-3. And what's that I smell?
I thought you would appreciate that.
Wiener-scented air fresheners!
Sybil, you're the best. Now all I've got to do is figure out how to get this wiener-scented mechanical abomination into Max's gaping maw.
Well, let's try
Okay, see you around, Sybil.
actually driving
Let
it.
me know as soon as you're ready to leave.
I'm ready to leave.
Looks like the DeSoto is all set for intra-lagomorph travel. Now we just need a way to get it in Max's mouth.
We're going to need to make that digestion proof.
And how would we go about doing that?
Ah, the overpowering aroma of Sybil's wiener-scented air fresheners is making me hungry. Hopefully they'll have the same effect on Max. If I could get enough speed, I bet I could jump this thing straight into...
Sorry, Sam.
And that's something you already said.
How do you guys keep that flame going so long anyway?
We are fueled by the inextinguishable flame of human imagination! And kerosene.
I don't see any kerosene. Where's the supply line?
That's none of your damn...
Nobody steals my little buddy's catchphrase.
The suction coefficients all check out. I just hope the enzyme scrubbers hold up.
So, I am being heavily suggested to try this again. To get Giant Max to pick up the DeSoto. So let's go ahead and have him do that now.
Come on, Max. Here, boy.
I wasn't figuring this out on my own, so thanks for the tips. Well, there she went.
Now, how am I going to find a way to heat this up?
The potion is completed, my brothers! We must feed the host. Blessed corn dogs! Last one in's a stinking parasite!
Beautiful.
How do we get in?
Okay, everybody, put your shoes on. It's time to leave.
Disgusting!
Paperweight, don't let any of it get in my mouth.
Uh-oh. Hey, Mametrons, I found a suspicious-looking corn dog just lying here.
It's like lying in a puddle of carnival vomit.
T-17 to base. Commencing bomb disposal. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom.
All right, let's do this.
Oh. Okay. Dr. Norrington as Yogg-Sagoth. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. So, we finally reached the opening sequence of this chapter. This is probably the longest I've gone, or the longest, it's probably the latest the opening sequence has been in any of these chapters. Season 1 through 3. And there we go. The cherished 80s film Totally Into Max? Is that a real thing? Oh, by the way, gravity. I knew
Here
it!
we are in Max's stomach.
Ruminate, ruminate. Trespassers will be digested.
Ah, cram it, Flame Brain.
GI to brain, GI to brain. Trespassers in the stomach. They look quite delicious.
Fascinating. The psychic feedback from the dark dimension has planted an image in our minds, causing us to perceive the creature's organs as if they were an actual kitchen.
Oh, this is pretty much what Max's insides have always looked like.
We've got to get up to the brain so we can get out of here, Sam. If we're gonna save Max, we can't waste any time. Plus, I really have to go to the bathroom.
His intestines are down the stairs. I had a feeling that his insides were going to be furnished. Now craving. That's going to be important.
Now craving.
More corn dogs. One is too many. 100 is never enough.
Let's do a little switcheroo.
There's no need to make him want coffee beans. I can save a lot of time and go directly to the source.
Okay, NASA boy, I appreciate the help, but don't tell me to try out things that I haven't even seen on screen yet. Has it been on screen? Okay, it has been on screen, but still. Give me a chance to at least explore.
Looks like this vent goes directly to Max's nose, so he can smell food while he's digesting it.
Biology is disgustingly fascinating.
I'm not sure I would want to smell what I'm digesting. If anything, I'd want to not increase my craving for the thing that I just satisfied.
This must be where Max stores all the nutritious food that enters his gaping maw before he digests it. I wonder if I should open it.
He's still got a bottle of milk he drank in 1976.
That answers that question.
What else we got in here? Spice rack.
Digestive enzymes, stomach acids, meat and flesh tenderizers. I never figured Max was such a gourmet. How are we going to get out of here and up to the brain?
He's still trying to digest the DeSoto dog, and that's just empty calories. We need to find a way to get a rush of blood or endorphins or something up to his gray matter.
This must be how Max digests stuff.
Like the tender morsels of wayward travelers.
I'm an elder god, and even I found that creepy.
I find it really interesting that Yogg-Sagoth is still with us. We've had all this talk about him during the early portions of Season 3, so I'm definitely glad that he stuck around. And then again, I'm glad that a lot of these characters have stuck around. This series has certainly has some memorable characters.
You must know your way around here. How do we get up to the brain?
You don't. You stay with us here and drift off into the peaceful sleep of digestion.
Well, you're worthless.
Just out of curiosity, how many calories would you say are in you?
We made pretty good time getting to the stomach, considering all the traffic we ran into down the esophagus. Dr. Norrington, what can we expect to see in here now that Max has become a horrible, twisted abomination escaped from the mouth of madness? No offense.
None taken. Internally, your compatriot should look the same as he always has, just more tentacly. We save the truly bizarre stuff for the outside of our bodies, because it's scarier that way.
Just occurred to me that we don't have any psychic powers to deal with right now. We kinda destroyed the toy box and all of the toys, so that whole psychic shenanigans, they're over. It's kind of sad to see them go. I feel like they hadn't quite reached their full potential. Mainly because I just really like reading people's minds and I wanted to read more.
Any ideas?
No, but please hurry. This is making me very nervous. My heart is pounding. All my blood is rushing to my brain.
Walk it off, princess.
Was that a hint? I feel like that was a hint. Okay, what about the tube?
If I remember my high school biology, this tube leads up to the brain.
Why isn't it moving?
He just ate us, so he must be going into a food coma.
That's not good. Even when he's not a colossal monster, Max's food comas can last for weeks.
Okay, so what are our options? We can shoot things. I haven't exactly tried shooting one of these flaming heads yet.
Senseless vandalism has its place, but this isn't it.
Alright. So I'll go ahead and try out the processor for the beans now.
Hope this works. There's enough caffeine in here to make even a film blogger get up and move.
What was that?
Uh-oh.
Hang on, everybody! Ladies and horrible monsters first.
Whatever works.
Not you, not Max.
But I'm a horrible monster!
Last stop, the cerebral cortex.
I suppose that Max's brain always looks like a living room, yes?
Well, Maxes host all kinds of weird parasites, and he likes to be a good host.
Aha! Well, there's your problem.
Greek galloping Golgi and lipstick on a Vespa with a leather-bound day planner.
It's mind worms, right? I bet Featherly $50 it was mind worms.
It's a tumor.
Damn it!
Seems to be teeming with dark energy as well. Still, once we've removed it, your friend should pop right down to normal again. They're assuming that's what you really want.
Why is it glowing? Sam, come here and take a closer look.
Norrington, you need to step a little closer to the microphone sometimes. Alright, so... why do we need to take a good closer look at this? Well, I say we're going to find out after the next episode break. So, we will be right back. And when we come back, we'll go ahead and take a look at this tumor, but not before looking around the room, because this room looks kind of interesting. I know you're all looking at the thumbnail right now, but you've already seen this room. You'll have to trust me on the whole it looks interesting thing.